Alright, guys, let's talk today about one of probably the most unthought about, however, greatest benefits that there is to being a nurse. Something that is rewarding and satisfying, something that others also hopefully find rewarding and satisfying. And what is that, you may ask? It is the fact that most nurses, I'm going to say most, at least most of the ones that I have worked with, have had other careers in the past. I mean, I was 28 when I went back to school. A lot of people, and I was actually one of the younger ones in my class. Many of those people had other careers and other things. Some of them were lifelong CNAs. Some of them, however, were bakers, or some of them were restaurant cooks, or various other entry-level positions that required somewhat of a skill that they still maintain throughout life today. Some of these people, florists, bakers, decorators, whatever they may be, for whatever reason, decided to get out of that industry. It could be because their lifelong goal was to be a baker or, a party planner or something like this. However, they discovered that it was just not making any money, and they had to come up with some other way to pay for their family. I was working on cars for Chevrolet back in 2008, and all of a sudden that went away. I still like to work on cars today. I still do as much as I can. However, this morning I was greeted with the benefit of one of these bad boys. Look at that joker right there. Let me see if I can. That is a good looking, it's not a cupcake. I forget the name of it. You say, Chris, that's a cupcake. No, I was actually told what it is. It's not a cupcake. I forget the name of whatever that is. By an individual today at work. They were like, hey, these were made because of Valentine's Day coming up. I was like, that is awesome. That is really cool. That was actually not icing. That was cream cheese. That was really good. People who had careers before they became nurses, typically, like, that career was typically their livelihood, their hobby, whatever it was that they wanted to make money doing. That is what that they wanted to do for the rest of their lives, and they never thought that, I may not make money at this. And they still maintain all of their tools, or, if it's not tools, equipment, or whatever it may be, and they still have the ability to produce something like that awesome looking cupcake. I'm going to call it a cupcake. That awesome looking cupcake that you just saw, they still have that ability to produce that awesome thing. I have a lot of tools, and I, like I said, I like to work on cars, and I do as much as I can. And people that were bakers have the ability to, whisk up an awesome looking cupcake. And maybe that was the wrong term, whisk up, but I feel like it was right. And they want to share that with other people. As nurses, we like to share things and, help others out and show our abilities and whatnot. And since a lot of us, had careers before we became nurses, we want to share it with other people. I one time had a nurse that was a co-worker nurse that was a florist before she became a nurse, and became a nurse simply because she just wasn't making money. She had a couple children and just wasn't making it as a florist. And right around Christmas time every year, she would definitely go big or go home on our Christmas tree that was on our unit. That Christmas tree was very spectacularly done, very decorative. As you can imagine a florist would do. It was quite lit up, and plenty of colors that pop that you wouldn't think go on a Christmas tree. But this individual could definitely bring out a Christmas tree like no other. As she was, like I said, a florist before she became a nurse. There are other individuals who were, I've worked with teachers that became nurses, and, they left teaching because, again, they may not have made the money, or they may have had a hard time, especially, like the gym teachers and music teachers, people that their departments are kind of shrinking, and they have that education background still. And if your children are, having trouble with something, they can definitely help out and say, hey, listen, I have these books. You can borrow these books. They're on math. I know I taught PE, but these are elementary math books or whatever it may be. And this is definitely one of the greatest benefits that I think no one ever thinks about in nursing. You know, the fact that we often had other careers. It is such a great benefit to just know that, hey, you know, we're all nurses now. You know, however, I used to, you know, fry shrimp or fry fish at the fish fry every day, every night to produce money. To make money, to bring home or whatever it may be. And I bet that individual can cook like all get out. And so they like to cook, and they'll bring in food for, you know, whatever it may be. In my mind, and I never thought about, I don't think about it, to be honest with you, until something like this happens and we get awesome cupcakes or whatever it may be. In my mind, this is the greatest benefit that is just never thought of in nursing. I don't think anyone ever thinks of this until it happens, or until you utilize that individual's past career in whatever it may be. So, in my opinion, the greatest benefit of being a nurse is someone else having a career in something that is awesome or beneficial or whatever it may be, before they became a nurse. And you are able to reap the benefit of their past career, which is awesome. And I don't want to sound like I'm, taking advantage of people, but it is awesome that people want to do things in that past career that they used to have before they became a nurse. So, if you know of any other examples, or if maybe you worked on a unit where a nurse would all the time bring in, roses or cupcakes or donuts or fish or, whatever it may be, let me know. I kind of want to hear what everybody else got as their benefit from other nurses having other careers. I would like to know that, because, like I said, I never think about it until something like this happens. If you like this video, don't forget to check out this one over here. I think the sun's right there. My hand disappears. Don't forget to check out this video over here, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe over there. I hope it helps. Thank you much.